everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Tess, and on this channel we love to pinch our pennies and save our dollars using fun challenges. Today I'm gonna share a little bit about the last couple months, and then I'm gonna put some dollar bills into our dollar binder. There's some changes. I have a lot. I changed everything up. All my binders are a little bit different. I spent a lot these last few months, and I'm going to go over that as I do each binder. But today we're just going to work on this so I can talk a little bit. Hopefully I can talk and do two things at once. And Ella is here to say hello. So let's get started. So first, let me just go ahead and share a little story because I won't be able to do both too much. But anyway, okay, let's see. It's two parts. Let me just go back a while back. So we had sold our house a few years back, and because we had decided we wanted to go travel, and we've been planning it, and it just seemed like a good time. So we sold our house and we bought a 2-bedroom 2-bath trailer to go travel. And after we bought it, we were still getting ready, moving out of our house. We parked it and decided to go and kind of stay in it for a month or so, just to kind of, because we don't know anything about it. We wanted to kind of get comfortable with it. If there's anything that needs to be fixed, we hear there's a lot of things that need to be fixed. I had no idea. There is a lot of things that they're so cheaply made, it's crazy. So while we were doing that, the pandemic hit. So we wound up living in our trailer for just barely over a year. In that year's time, my husband decided he is not going to travel. It's not his thing. He doesn't want to be in this trailer anymore. So we stored it. And we went and rented a house and for the year, and tried to figure, okay, now what are we going to do? We didn't want to move. Our daughter was trying to go to medical school, then eventually it was chiropractor school. But trying to go to medical school, so we wanted to kind of see where she went. We weren't really ready to buy at this point. So we were living in it, and the pandemic hit, so we were there. So we rented this one house, and it was pretty costly. It cost a lot. So, but that was fine. We were fine. We were there, and a few months before our lease was up, our landlord called and wanted to talk about they're raising the price and what we were willing to pay. And after some negotiating, he allowed us to stay another year at the regular price. So we stayed another year, but I knew the rent was going up and found out it was going to go up a lot. So I don't know about you, but I don't want to pay $3,000 for a rental. So anyway, we decided, what are we going to do? Well, we decided to, why don't we, because it's coming up quickly, why don't we go back into the trailer just to kind of regroup and figure out what we want to do. But there's no place around here to park this thing that we can stay in it, because we're a retirement community. We're in southern Utah, and so all the snowbirds come down here. So it's really hard to get a place. Well, we found the perfect place, all these trees, a big lot. So we decided to park it, and let's say, okay, so now we decided to park it and did a lease with them. And the problem is that we still had 3 months on our other lease that we had to pay. So we were living in the house and paying on this. We're paying on 2 places, 2 rents, 2 utilities, we got another storage. We didn't want to move our first storage stuff. 2 storages, 2 everything. 2 everything. So, but that's fine. My husband's working, and then, as some of you know, he goes to work one day, and he's contracted out. He's retired, and then he has a contracted job where he goes and he works. And so the people he actually works at, and he is employed by, they decided they're not going to go with his company anymore. They're letting the thing expire. And this guy comes in, and apparently he's the new company, and he told my husband out of the clear blue, we had no idea, oh, your replacement will be here tomorrow. And I was like, what? So we had no idea he was losing his job. He calls up his boss. His boss says, oh, no, it's fine. I'm coming down today to talk to them. It's not till the end of the year. Whatever. The people that he's working at the location say, no, it's September. Someone else said no, it wasn't. We kept getting all these different dates. We had no idea. It was just about 30 days. We knew it was any day. We knew at that point it was any day because they already started working. He said he's still going to work because until they tell him not to, he's going to work, and they're paying him, but his replacement's already there. So it was less than 30 days. So he's out of a job. So now we're out of a job and we're paying double everything. Quite costly. But anyway, we moved out and now we're back in our trailer for just a short time while we kind of regroup and decide what we want to do. There's way more to the story, way more complicated than that, but you get the gist of it. So as some of you are seeing, I sent out a bunch of little trailer cards. I think it was kind of fitting for us being in a trailer. No, it's not that trailer. That was a little vintage glamper that I no longer have. We have this big one now. So anyway, but that's where we are. So I am now officially trailer trash, and I'm rocking it. I'm rocking it. You've seen that little sticker, and I'm rocking it. Who knew I'd be here rocking it? Okay. So there you go. There's the story. We're doing well. Now our outgo is really low, so it'll be time to just kind of bank some money and start repairing. So I'm going to go over. Oh gosh, I always make these loud noises and forget the camera really picks it up. I'm going to go over. I made some changes. This is what you used to see, and that's because I was trying to save $100 for each one of my grandchildren. You guys want to know what the story was? I'll tell you real quick. My daughter was coming out for my birthday for a few days. Her oldest daughter wanted to surprise her by bringing all the siblings out because she's an adult, get them a plane, all come out here the day before so they could all meet her at the airport and we could all be here for my birthday. So with that, I thought, I want to give the girls something every morning when they wake up, a little gift. And I'm saving $100 for them to give them for when they got here. So they have some spending money when we went shopping or if we did something like that. So that was my goal. I couldn't share it because it was supposed to be a surprise for my daughter, but she's already here and gone now. She knows about it. So that's what that was for. Well, they did, but they didn't come out. So for this one, A is for automobile, to save for a car. Most of them are going to be for Bubbles. Bubbles is my Bubbles folder, which I'll explain when I see that again if you don't know what it is. And that is just a large savings challenge I'm doing, or all my small savings challenges are going to. So I'll put this in here and take out 25 and take out the 5. So there we go. C's, I actually got a few C's. I don't usually get C's, but I have quite a few now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I'll color that in, but I still got a ways to go before Christmas to get her 100. D, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of these. I'll color that in. So people like to save them. I'm saving them for my grandchildren's name, and then now I'm also going to save them for other reasons. And this one, when this is full, which it is now going to be pretty close, that will go to Bubbles. E is for my emergency fund. And talking about overspending, I put $500 in savings and I put $500 cash because that was the idea of my emergency fund this year, is to have some cash on hand. You know, when you're moving, you're going out to eat, when you're sending someone to go somewhere to eat, when you need gas, when you need, honestly, it was just there and I just started using it. And so I am $500 short of my emergency fund. Not a big deal. I chose it. I chose to do it. It's not a stressor for me. I don't regret it. But here's some more E's. How many did I say I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4. I got 5, 6, 7. I need 8. So I don't have this one completed yet, but there's that. And that will go to emergency, and then after the emergency's done, it will go to Bubbles. F. I don't have any F's. Hers is completed. That's for a granddaughter. I've got all 100 of hers. G, I just started saving G's like this is for giving, but I've gone through, a lot. I didn't keep track of that. So I don't have any G's here. I have tons of them in this empty piece right here. I think I have like 75 or 80 in this little bag. So there's G's there. H's, that's the other one I have a hard time finding for my daughter. I got 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, and 4 H's. So I'll count that. I'll count that and color it later. And eyes, I have what, one? Oh no, I got two. No, I got three. I got three of them. I got 3 eyes. So I don't get very many eyes. So there's that kind of thing. J, that is for my son-in-law. I got 9 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I would have had his 100, but I used it at Christmas time. I think some of you know that already, for their scavenger hunt. So working on that. I already have my 100 for my oldest granddaughter, so hers is put away. I've got a whole bunch more Ks, but I don't have any that I set aside for this right now. So, okay, Ls. There's plenty of Ls. I go through so many Ls. I give them away. I spend them. I use them for people in my wallet. I've got, gosh, 200 of them right now. So I decided to give L, I'm going to call it for life. Basically living life. And I did that because it's so many, but you know, I can spend it for whatever I want. I like to keep some ones in my my wallet for you know, go to Starbucks or something like that, or for, you know, everybody wants tips now, so I have a little tip money. Whatever I want, just for life, for me to live life. That's what it's for. I can put it in my binders, I can save it, I can spend it. I just call it L for life. So, and then I have my stars. So that is my update on this. I think that's all I've got going on right now. So thank you for spending this time with me. I know you have options. I am so appreciative that you chose to watch this channel. If you are new here, please click that subscribe button. Make sure you watch about a minute and push the like button so I know you were here. And I would love for you to join us. And so until next time, a penny saved is a penny earned. Bye-bye.